Hello everyone and welcome back to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and we're going to start episode 4 of Mage Knight. Now before deciding on which tactic we're going to choose, I got to go through some of the errors from the last video. And there's unfortunately more than what I like to see, but it is what it is. We're going to keep going. But if you've already seen what those errors are, I'll make a quick note right here. It'll pop up. It'll tell you where to jump to if you want to jump right to the playthrough. Let's start going through those errors. The first thing I did wrong was setting up the unit offer. They should be alternating between the standard and elite units. So I'm going to remove these two, which is a huge bummer, and then I will place 2 standard units here, and they are supposed to be every other. Now I should have done that for the last round, but I totally didn't do it, and it's already done. I only recruited 2 units, and they're both elite units, but I think that's okay. The next thing I did wrong is 2 parts for the Guardian Golems. The first thing is, remember I played a card, or I used my magic familiars to heal them for 3, and then I played Blood Ritual sideways to add 1 to the heal? No, you can't do that. You can use any card as one of an attack, a block, an influence, or a move, but not as a heal. So I shouldn't have been able to heal the Guardian Golems in the first place. But then, what I did is I fought, I don't remember if it was this unit or not, but it was one similar to this, where there was a normal attack of 3, and I assigned that damage to the Guardian Golems and said, okay, they're physically resistant, we're good. Well, no, the enemy was brutal, and brutal means if the attack is unblocked, it deals twice as much damage as its attack value. So the Guardian Golems should have taken a wound. So what would have happened is this would have been a 6, and then we would instantly reduce it by 3 because of the physical resistance, and then the Guardian Golems would have taken a wound and reduced it down to 0. So I'm going to say that the Guardian Golem really should have 2 wounds on him, which, yeah, that stinks. But I think that's the best way to correct my 2 errors in the last playthrough. At the end of the video last time, I could have used my skill at the end of that turn because I knew it should have refreshed, and I totally missed that. And I'm going to actually call that one and give that to me because that really just has to do with videoing, moving the camera around. I just missed that I could have used this. So I hope you guys are okay. I'm going to add 1 blue crystal to my inventory. Not the green mana token. That will just lose because I would have had to use that during that turn. But I'll give myself 1 blue crystal. I also got the movement for Volkare wrong after we revealed the city tile. Unlike what I was thinking where he had to follow the actual tiles themselves, no, he's supposed to move in a straight line right towards the city. Even going into unrevealed tile locations, he doesn't reveal any tiles, but he'll still take a direct path. So instead of him moving to here when he drew that green card or whatever color, he's going to move to here, and now he's 3 steps away from the city. The final thing that I did wrong is, unfortunately, I only drew 8 cards thinking that, well, hey, I'm in the city, I get a +2 to my hand size. I am, though, still adjacent to my keeps, which allows me to get +3 cards, so I should be able to draw 1 more. I should have 9 cards in my hand. So I was all ready to grab Sparing Power and get ourselves ready to take on Volkare during the night phase. But looking at my hand is just full of movement. Terrible. And so what I'm thinking instead of doing is trying to run through my deck as fast as I can and taking out that Draconum that's next to us. And if we can do that and maybe recruit a couple units, yeah, I think that that's actually our best bet. Try and run through the night and then take them on during the day. It's risky, and Kevin, who I'm having help review my videos for errors, he didn't suggest I do this, but I'm going to try it. Okay, I still have 6 wound cards in Volkare's deck, so there's going to be a chance that he's not going to be moving that fast, and there is 1 spell, though. So if he draws a spell card, that's 2 steps towards the city. So I'm taking a chance, but I still think it's the better idea. And so to do this, I'm going to grab Preparation. When you take this tactic, search your deck for any 1 card and put it into your hand. And the card I am going to grab, here it is Thread. I want to grab some influence and be able to recruit those Ultim Mages. This will mean we'll grab this number 6, give him a good shuffle, like so, and then reveal this one, number 2. So Volkare will go first. We'll draw the top card. Oh, please don't be a spell. Okay, it is a wound. And now he could recruit those sorcerers. We're hoping for a not black. Okay, it's a red. We're good. To start our turn, we're going to play Spellforge, and we're going to power it with our blue crystal. Gain 2 crystals to your inventory of the same colors as 2 different spells in the spell offer. I can get blue ones very easily, so I'm going to do 1 white and 1 red. We'll place those here in our inventory. Now you can see we have 3 red crystals. That's the most of any type of crystal that we can have is 3. So if I gained another red crystal, I'd have to use it or lose it. Now our plan is to use our Threaten, and we're going to power it up with this red mana die. This is going to give us influence 5, but our reputation's going to go down. Our reputation's at -3 right now, but we have +3 because we control this city and we have 3 shield tokens. So our reputation is netting out at 0. So this is going to give us 5 influence. We're then going to place a white crystal here to get 4. So that's a total of 9 influence. And then we're going to play this sideways for 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 influence. That means we're going to use 12 of the 14 to recruit the Ultim Mages. And look at these guys. Oh, they look awesome. So you may have seen I paid 14 influence. Well, I'm going to use the remaining 2 to use this city's ability and draw another elite unit. And we have the Amotep Freezers. So those are going to go into the unit offer, and we could potentially gain them at a different turn. Let's give that mana die a roll. We have a white. We also will move our reputation to -5. They really don't like us. That will end our turn for this round. So we'll draw 6 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm wrong. We'll draw 1 more because we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 more is 9. Volkare is going to respond with a green card. Okay, he's going to move. There's no green dice in the source or green mana, so we don't have to re-roll, but he is going to take a step. Volkare takes that inevitable step towards the city. Now if he draws that 1 spell card, he jumps right into the city and attacks us. But I mean, come on. Who would want to attack a dragon that is nestled inside of a castle? I mean, that just doesn't seem like a good idea. The first thing that we're going to do is play Tranquility, and we're going to power it up with this green crystal. This is going to allow us to draw 2 more cards. Yeah, I'm digging through this deck, you guys. So we have Flame Wall and Magic Talent. Next, we're going to play the Banner of Fear on our Ice Golems. This way, we're going to attack that Draconum that's next to our city. Here we have the High Dragon, probably one of the most difficult dragons to take out in this game. 6 cold fire attack, which means that the only way that we can block this efficiently is with cold fire block. So we don't have any of that. So what we're going to do instead is spend our Ice Golem using the Banner of Fear to prevent that unit from attacking. Because you can see this, he's also brutal. But that means don't even have to worry about that. And we're going to gain +1 fame. We're then going to look up here, and we need to do 9 points of damage, and they're resistant to, or this High Dragon is resistant to both fire damage and ice damage. So the best damage is regular damage to do to him. We're going to play our Improvisation, power it up with a red crystal, discard the Blood Ritual, because I don't really want more wounds. That's going to give us 5 regular attack. Then we're also going to play Rage, and Rage powered up with an attack 4 gives us 5 + 4 is 9. That is going to take him out. So we're going to gain 10 fame for that. Taking out that High Dragon is not only going to help us level up to 65, we also move our reputation up by 2, because that dragon, I'm sure, has been terrorizing that city, and we just took him out. So they go, oh, I guess he's not as bad as he looks. And so this -2 while we're in the city will actually get us to be a +1 for influence. Yes. We're then going to play all 3 of these cards. So first of all, Will Focus is going to allow us to gain a green crystal into our inventory. Crystal Joy, we're going to use mana from the source. So we're going to use the blue mana here, and we can gain a crystal of any basic color to our inventory. We're going to give ourselves a red, since we just used 2 red, so now we'll have 2 red back into our inventory. Magic talent, we're also going to power up with this. So we're going to pay the blue crystal and then use the white mana token for paying our white mana to be able to get exposed and put expose right into our discard pile for next round. We will have to flip this over as we have used that skill. Since we just got that exposed spell, we will have to draw a new one. Chill. Now let's go and level up. Now normally I would have these as options to obtain as skills, but then I'd have to pick this temporal portal. I don't want to pick this card. So we're going to pick one of the two skills that we show here. Ooh, getting rid of wounds. That's nice. But whoa, that is motivation. So motivation once a round on any player's turn flips us to draw 2 cards. If you have the least fame, not tied, also gain a green mana token. You cannot use another motivation skill until the end of your next turn. Ooh, so I actually don't know. I think for solo, you're always considered to have the least amount of fame. So I think I'd gain the green mana and I'd get to draw 2 cards once per round. This one is simply called potion making, and once a round, except during combat, I can heal by 2. Oh, cool, but drawing 2 cards, especially if we're going to try and get into the night phase or try and get through our deck, yeah, doing this one. We will have to reveal another skill tile. Perfect. And so we can now get any of these if we ever level up again. That's assuming that we succeed in taking Volkare out, because really that's going to be the only way we'll level up. Here's our 3 advanced action cards we can choose from. Firebolt, not even a question. Range attack, fire 3, yeah. Ooh, dodge and weave. But yeah, we'll place this on top of our deck. We'll re-roll the blue mana die we used, and we get another gold. That's a second depleted mana already. So we're still in the city, and we're still adjacent to our keep, so we can draw up to 9 cards. And just so I don't forget, I am going to discard this wound and put Crystal Joy back into our hand, since we did use the powered up ability. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What better time than to use this? So we'll gain the green mana token that we can use next turn, but we'll draw 2 cards, so we have our entire deck in our hand. That means what we can do is take our next turn, and then after that, claim end of round. Moving back to Volkare, he's going to move. Oh man, that's going to put him 1 away from the city. Do we just claim end of round now? Oh man, I gotta decide. And we do have white mana in the source, so he'll reroll that. He'll now move 1 step away. We'll reroll this white mana die, and we get a red. In case you guys haven't seen, we've got a red, a blue, and then 2 exhausted mana dice. We're going to give Volkare 1 more shot at potentially taking us out before we're ready, because I am going to try and get 1 more unit. I'm going to play Charm, Influence 4. I'm going to power that out with my white mana crystal. I can't believe he drew a white card. I wanted that white mana that he stole from me. If you use this during an interaction, then either gain a crystal of any color to your inventory or get a discount. I definitely want to gain a crystal of any color. I'm going to gain a white crystal for this. So I'm essentially going to get my white crystal back. And then I'm going to play Flame Wall for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. That's a total of 11 influence. We're going to spend 2 of them to reveal the next elite unit that we could potentially purchase. We've got heroes. Cool. And so we have 9 left over. I think I'm going to grab the sorcerers, and this is the one that Volkare could have recruited. So this way, he can't recruit a unit. This is going to replace my golem, which has 2 wounds on it, which is kind of sad to me. I love that golem, but you know, there's times when you got to do what you got to do. We're going to have to say see ya to our Guardian Golems, and we'll place the sorcerers there. Oh. We're then going to play both of these. The Firebolt, simply to gain a red crystal into our inventory. That'll be our 3rd one. And then Crystal Joy here, we're going to power it up so we can gain a green crystal into our inventory. We're also going to use both of these skills so we can gain 2 blue crystals into our inventory, and then the green and the 3rd red. Look at all of this glorious stuff. Let's re-roll that mana die. Oh, we got a black. Nice. And we now have 0 cards in our hand. So now what we're going to do is reveal the top card of Volkare's deck, and as long as he doesn't move into the city, we're claiming end of round. I think so far I've only revealed one wound card, so there should still be 5 in here, I think. And perfect. So he can't try and recruit the sorcerers. We already did that. We'll claim end of round. Let's clean up and start day 3. We'll refresh our units. Simply, that's going to be our ice golems, and we'll place this into our discard pile. We'll also refresh all of our glorious skills. I love Goldix's skills. We'll now refresh the 2 offers that we have here, the advanced action and the spell offer. And we'll reveal a new card for each one. This is our spell offering, and this must be our advanced action card, Ice Shield. Let's clean up this really large unit offer. These 2 are our standard. These 2 are the advanced. So let's do this right this time. We'll have advanced and then standard and then advanced and then standard. And then we'll discard all 4 of these advanced action cards and we'll draw 4 new ones. Frost Bridge, Stout Resolve, Regeneration, and Mountain Lore. And don't forget, Volkare can still try and recruit the Fire Golems. We'll now refresh the source. We'll move ourselves to the day. Sweet. We'll take this out, give him a good shake, and we'll give him a roll. Cool. We've got a yellow and 2 reds and a blue. Let's now draw our hand up to 9. We have Improvisation. Cool. Firebolt. Rage. Swiftness. Stamina. Dang it. Burning Shield. Will Focus, and I don't even remember how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blood Ritual, and Threaten. 9. Our final decision before starting day 3 is which tactic do we want to take. I don't necessarily need to go first, so I don't think this even needs to be considered. My hand is not fantastic, but it's not terrible. I've got 2 cards in it, Stamina and Threaten, that I don't really need, but I don't think I need to discard them because I can use them for other cards to discard them. So I think Rethink is out. The Right Moment is definitely out. So I think we just got to go with the Great Start. So let's grab that, and then we'll see where Volkare is going to fit in turn order. So let's give these a good shuffle, and he's going to pick this one. Okay, yeah, he's the early bird. He'll get the worm and go first. We, though, get to immediately draw 2 cards. And then during Volkare's turn, we're going to play this card. This is going to give us 2 more cards that we can draw, Expose and Charm, okay? And then we'll get a green mana token that we can use our next turn. Sweet. Now it's Volkare's turn. Let's see what he gets. Another wound. He doesn't move. He is camping out, ready to take out the city, but he's going to rest one more time, maybe try and recruit those fire golems. Is he successful? Yeah, no. Yes, he is successful. The time I have to roll a black. So these fire golems are gone. They have what I would say gone to the dark side, and Volkare has just added his first token into his army. So now his army is going to consist of all of these. Oh man, I thought we had this in the bag. I don't know now. Well, you guys, here is our hand. Now, I have no idea what I should do. Should I try and move and go and actively attack him? Or do you guys think I should just wait around? I mean, I do have some threaten here. I can maybe try and influence and get another unit. But I like the units that I have. I don't think I need more units. Yeah, you guys saw what I drew. I'm curious what you guys think I should do. And then we should be able to finish up this series in our next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Any comments would be appreciated. I mean, this, obviously, I'm going to keep in my hand. That is going to really, really help us. I'm so glad I drew that. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you at the next stop.